Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome to SCW, a slightly bigger inconvenience in South Dakota, in front of 544 people here at the West Plains Civic Center. This is going to be a very quick, very brief, very quick show here tonight. No real segments, just some big thrown together matches, kind of like GCW would do on a back-to-back show. So Mike and Cohen welcome us to the show, letting us know that the back-to-back event here in South Dakota is only a slightly bit more inconvenience. 59 overall commentary, great as always to start us out. All right, a fun card tonight though. In an exceptional match, the War Dogs in Part 3 defeat Big and Bad when Gotchpin Stackhouse, whether this means war after Matt Tremont accidentally struck Sam Stackhouse. They win the SCW Tag Team Championship, so went from Big and Bad to War Dogs to Big and Bad to War Dogs the last 4 matches after never having a title change in our company's history. Matt Tremont was head and shoulders above everyone else in the hardcore theme match, so it makes sense. 63 and 83, 47 and 57 for Stackhouse, Tremont, Gotch, and Coughlin, with a creative finish being a success to a 75 overall rating. Absolutely wonderful. All right, next up, La Hydra defeats Joy Grove, who we debuted yesterday in 9:54 via pinfall. 44 overall. The crowd is a little bit more behind Joy Grove now. We were at a 9, now we're at a 12. Commentary was great. 44 overall. And again, this is going to be like a 4-minute video. This is going to be quick and dirty. All right, next up and about that had great wrestling action and good heat. La Hija de Guadabella defeated Soyorek, Utami, Hashashishida, and Ashley D'Ambosi when La Hija de Guadabella defended Utami Hashashishida with a V-trigger. Designed to spell perfect story, and La Hija de Guadabella makes defense number 14 of her SCW Women's Championship. She is on one hell of a run here. 35, 65, 61, 62 for Ambosi, Rek, Hayashishida, and Guadabella. Ambosi was off of her game, though. 57 overall. Very hot. Crowd enjoyed it. All right, next up, we had Charles Mason defeating Ace Austin and Excalibur in 12:42 when Mason submitted Excalibur. It was designed to revolve around the high spots, which it did. Austin carried the match, though. 70, 35, and 42. Charles Mason continuing to improve as a member of War Dogs and really get a big victory here tonight. The commentary lifted the quality of the match, added the boost. So Austin willing to put over Mason here tonight. Excalibur doing his job to take the pinfall here. One half of the 420 brothers, obviously with Comic C. And we have a victory for Charles Mason and the War Dogs. Mike and Cohen announced at the next event, the Liga Lucha will air, where we debut the new faction called the Liga Lucha. Now, full boat, they're not teaming together necessarily as it relates to, they're only teaming together. We know LA Park in it. There's some other new wrestlers. There's a couple other wrestlers who we've seen before here, part of the Liga Lucha with the masks and stuff. It's just going to be a fun little new stable, and I wanted to give the stable an event name, and that will be Liga Lucha. 60 overall here. And a wild brawl that had superb wrestling and great heat. Gabe Kidd defends his championship. Adam Brooks and Luke Jacobs when he submitted Luke Jacobs, one half of Southside OTP. Gabe Kidd makes defense number 6. Gabe Kidd carried the match. 86 for Gabe Kidd, 58 and 44 in a wild brawl type match. 74 segment rating, 63 and 28 for the wrestling and crowd. A very big victory here tonight for Gabe Kidd. All right, next up, and in our main event, in an exceptional match, Atticus Cogar, Mance Warner, and the Fantasticos Chico Blancos defeated One Called Manders, Eddie Kingston, and Matt Cardona, along with PJ Black. In 20 minutes, Mance Warner pinned PJ Black with a spine buster. PJ Black was the weak link, put up a 25, former WWE fame, 57, 58, and 64 for Cardona, Kingston, and Manders, with Warner, Gringo, Loco, Fantastico, and Cogar putting up a 42, 62, 73, and 54. Kogar was off his game. That's unfortunate. But overall, 66 in the main event. We're going to post, I think, mid-60s. Yeah, a 66 overall show. The show increasing our popularity in 2 regions, which is great. It's going to be harder to increase our popularity as the show continues to, the industry continues to fall. But until next time, I'm sorry. This was a very quick show. It was just a slightly bigger inconvenience this time around in South Dakota from the West Plains Civic Center in front of 544 fans. So 2 extra people came. We're going to say they brought their kids here tonight. So until next time, this is Mikey Bro wishing you a glorious rest of your day.